Hi, this is Gonju, and I'm currently preparing for the AWS Solution Architect Associate exam. In this video, we're going to dive deep into Amazon Aurora, one of the key services you'll need to understand for the exam. We'll cover Aurora's features, its high availability, scalability, and why it's a go-to solution for high-performance relational databases on AWS. Let's get started. Aurora is a relational database designed for the cloud. It's compatible with two popular database engines, MySQL and PostgreSQL, but it's built to be faster, more scalable, and more reliable. It's up to 5 times faster than standard MySQL and 3 times faster than PostgreSQL. It's designed to handle millions of queries per second, which makes it perfect for applications that need to run fast and handle heavy traffic. So scalability, in simple terms, scalability means the ability to grow, and Aurora grows automatically with your data. Whether your database is 10 gigabytes or 128 terabytes, Aurora will adjust the storage for you, so you don't have to worry about running out of space. Let's move on with high availability. Aurora is also built for high availability. Aurora makes 6 copies of your data and stores them across 3 different availability zones. Think of availability zones as separate data centers inside a region. So even if one data center has a problem, your database is still safe in the other 2. Now, what happens if the main part of the database, called the primary instance, goes down? Aurora has automatic failover. It works like this. If the primary instance fails for any reason, Aurora automatically switches to one of the replica instances without any manual intervention. Aurora separates read and write traffic to improve performance. This is done using 2 special types of endpoints, the write endpoint and the read endpoint. Let's look at the write endpoint. This endpoint is connected to the primary instance, the part of the database that handles all the write operations. So anytime your application needs to make changes to the data, like adding new records or updating existing ones, those requests are sent to the write endpoint. Only the primary instance can handle write operations. But here's the cool part. If that primary instance ever fails, Aurora promotes one of the replica instances to take over, and the write endpoint automatically points to this new primary instance, so your app keeps working without downtime. Now, for reading data, Aurora uses something called a read endpoint. This endpoint distributes read traffic across multiple replica instances. So, if your app needs to fetch data, like user profiles, search results, or reports, those requests go to the read endpoint, which sends them to the replicas. This setup helps spread the workload, meaning your reads happen faster because the traffic is divided across multiple replicas. The more replicas you have, the more read requests you can handle at once. By separating reads and writes, Aurora can handle read-heavy applications much more efficiently. Your write operations are handled by the primary instance, while all the read requests are spread across the replicas. Let's take an example. Imagine running an e-commerce store during a big sale. Thousands of customers are browsing products, which are read operations, and at the same time, some are making purchases, which are write operations. Aurora ensures the writes don't slow down the reads by keeping them separate. Now, if you're building a global application with users around the world, Aurora has a feature called Global Database. It allows you to replicate your data across multiple regions, so users in different parts of the world can access the database quickly without waiting for data to travel halfway around the globe. So, if you have users in the US, Europe, and Asia, they can all access your database in their region, reducing latency and speeding up the app. With Aurora, you only pay for what you use. There's no upfront cost. You pay based on the storage and resources your app needs. So, if your app is small, you'll pay a small price. As your app grows, the cost scales with it. So, when should you use Aurora? If you're building an application that needs high performance, scalability, and reliability, like an e-commerce platform, a social media app, or a financial system, Aurora is a perfect fit. It's designed to handle the demands of modern, cloud-native applications.